Part of what makes headlocks easier to escape from than some of their other side control variants is that our partner is dedicating 2 hands to controlling just the head. So if they do that, we can get on our side, move our hips, do the things that help us create space to get out. But what if our partner controls our arm in kind of a modified Kesa Gatame or scarf hold? And this will happen, especially if someone has a wrestling or a judo background where those arts use a lot of those types of pins. So in that case, what we need to do is move away from maintaining distance by keeping them away from us. And we're gonna accept the fact that our partner has taken away that space, and we're gonna attach our partner to us and roll them. This next technique is a move I like to demonstrate on the biggest person in class because people see it and they assume it's a strength move, but it's really not. It's all about leverage and it's all about timing. So I'm gonna try and give you some of those details today. Even though I call it the Mongo roll, it's kind of an ironic name because I use this escape a lot. So if Ilias has a headlock on me, whichever side doesn't matter, right? So if he doesn't have my arm, right, I can just start shrimping out, do knee elbow escapes, try to come out and take the back, all that sort of stuff, do the dead corner escape. But when he grabs my arm, all right, now I can't get away from him. I can't connect my elbow to my knee because he has control of my elbow. This is a problem. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna attach him to me. If I can't maintain the distance between him and me, because my hand is not gonna get him away from me, I'm gonna take my hand, go palm to palm, and attach him to my body, right? So now I'm the floor and he's on top of the floor. So now all I have to do is move the floor. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull my heels tight to my butt, bridging off my toes, and I'm gonna bridge first at a 45-degree angle that way, trying to take Ilias's nose to his knee. And you see how this kind of loads him on me? If I want bonus, I'm just gonna do this anyway. I almost always do this. Sometimes you can get the roll just off of that, and I'll show that later. But best practices, we bridge taking his knee to his nose, and we get our hip under his hip. So now he's really attached to me. Now I'm gonna bridge straight over my head, straight toward the camera. And the reason I'm talking all the way through this is for you to see that I'm not exerting strength when I do this. What I do is I'm loading his weight onto me. And you might recognize the position. Assuming Ilias keeps control of my head, I can just come up to the same position where we can do the self-defense armbar that we did before. Now, usually most people, of course, are going to let go. They're going to start bridging and shrimping, trying to get their guard back. But a lot of times you will be able to attack the arm from there if that person continues to control the head. So let's do that one more time. It doesn't matter. So the real key to this is their weight has to be on you. There are a bunch of different types of side control as well. What makes this most effective? So you saw how I moved my hips underneath his hips. Usually that's gonna be necessary, or at least it's gonna be best practices, but sometimes he's gonna do it for you. Like Ilias, you can tell is kind of being nice to me because you can't hear me being short of breath. But a lot of times, what makes this escape super effective is he actually puts his chest on my chest, yes, and gets his hips off the mat. Oh, it's really uncomfortable, right? But here's the thing. We attach him to us, right? Bridge, and now, not only have I gotten the weight off me, it's super easy to come to the top. Now, if he's not doing that, because there's lots of, and this may be too much information for this video, but there are many different configurations of Kesa Gatame. The only thing that I want you to remember for now is the more his weight is loaded onto you, the easier it is for you to roll that weight. So first, you bridge taking his knee to his nose, and if his weight's already on you, awesome, take him to the other side. If his weight is off you, just scoot your hips underneath his hips and roll for the Mongo roll escape from Kesa Gatame.